hundreds of thousands of people in Hong Kong are crying foul over a new law. It would facilitate the exchange of suspects and fugitives with mainland China. They say it will erode the island's autonomy and scare off international investment.
If mainland China can randomly extradite some people to the mainland, it would destroy not only our way of living here in Hong Kong, it would also destroy our economy because many people would leave this place.
Hong Kong signed extradition treaties with the UK, the US and many other countries. The government says the new law will help it cooperate with law enforcement agencies of other countries with which no such agreements exist.
This is a very important piece of legislation that will help to uphold justice and also ensure that Hong Kong will fulfill her international obligation in terms of cross-boundary and transnational crimes.
Officials say extradition will only be possible in cases involving crimes that carry sentences of at least 7 years. But the opposition says it will also be used to quash dissent against Beijing.
This just won't work because there is no fair trial. There is no humane punishment guarantees on the mainland.
No China extradition!
They're threatening more strikes and protests if the government doesn't back down, leaving the region's financial hub in the eye of a political storm. Mobin Nasir, TRT World.
Samantha Vadas is in Hong Kong and sent us this update.
Well, Hong Kong is still very much taking stock following one of the city's biggest marches in history. Some 1 million people flooded the streets here to express their anger over these extradition law amendments, and such fury is being directed towards the seat of power here, and it's coming from the city's leading sectors. We're talking lawyers, judges, journalists, and in particular business leaders, all of whom are extremely worried about what this will mean for the rule of law here. Now, this is a bunch who aren't generally seen to be active in protest movements in Hong Kong, and there is a genuine concern that suspected criminals will be sent to mainland China for trials. At one point, white-collar crimes fell under that category, but watered-down versions of this bill scrubbed that out. Now, the business community was vocal in saying that any law like this would undermine Hong Kong's reputation as an international business hub, and the American Chamber of Commerce here has said the passage of this bill comes at the expense of the business community, and they fear business confidence will suffer. Now, that said, the sector isn't shirking from its opposition to the amendments. In fact, one member who I spoke with said the government is insulting their intelligence, and that is because of its justification for pushing ahead with this, which is the public doesn't understand the bill. Now, what will be interesting is how this plays out in the coming days. The amendments go before the Legislative Council on Wednesday, and in that time there is a push for businesses to shut their doors and go on strike in an act of solidarity. How many participate remains to be seen, but judging by what we saw on Sunday, Hong Kongers are treating this as a final battle to preserve their rights.